Alright, the next story quest is called Following in Her Footprints. It is given to us by Tesseline in the inn at Journey's Head, where we have seen all the sick and very downtrodden people here. Now, where is she? She looks around. Cutscene? Maybe? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose. But why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head out from the south side and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Ote, let's get this etherite before I forget. And the Amaro Keep. Kinda like a Chocobo Keep, but not. Because they're Amaros. Oh my gosh, Amaros. Wilfort looks fine. I think he might be like one of the carers or a guard. Journey's Head Lookout. And Antlion. Uh-oh, Scissor Jaws. Scissor Jaws. What are you things? Gilman? Hold up. Are you guys like freaky stone humanoid things? Or like... God, they look like gray zombies. What are those? Oh, ether current. Yay. Indeed, there is a tent, a nice blue tent, kind of a convex tent of blue. Just the top, so like it's open on all sides except for the top, and the bottom is wood. But the tower right next to the tent, and there's a destination unknown. Ruby Soho. Alisaie is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground and look to be around the right size. Small footprints run around. Lead off to the northwest, it said? Nah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's northwest. Small footprints, I'm tracking them on the ground. Continue to the northwest. Past the Gilman, which are the weird gray... They move kind of like zombie monkey things. Okay, let's get a closer look. You're going to attack me, that's fine. They kind of have like... Oh, they're mummies? Kind of like mummies. Their skin looks obsidian black inside of the mummy wrappings. But definitely mummies. Kind of like weird hunched over mummies. Sorry, mummies for some reason. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. And now we'll AoE these guys down because I got two now. That 1 minute cooldown Requiscat grants 4 stacks of Rec. Okay, so you spam Holy Spirit 4 times as part of your opener. So I think that you do your build up Fast Blade, build up Riot Blade, and then you pop Fight or Flight. You go Spirits Within, Royal Authority, Circle of Scorn, Holy Spirit, Requiscat, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. Oh, and put Goring Blade in there for sure. I forgot I had that. Goring Blade probably goes first, just to make sure you get it. And don't forget it. You don't forget it, you get it. Alright, footprints. Curve around to the west. More Gilman. Obsidian skin underneath mummy wrappings. Is Alisaie alright with all of it? No, she's fine. She's a badass. More badass than... There's like a bunch of crisscrossing tracks and I'm about to get... Oh, I dodged. And in a mess of disturbed stand. I have to do it again, damn it. Let's do the rotation proper. Do. Reckless Cat. Oh, I'm gonna burn. Yeah, that's that's too much damage for these guys. Let's keep going because I want to use it all. I want it all. Cool. I'll say I don't play max level Paladin very often at all. Well, my max level. Cool. Alright, let's redo the footprints. They're a bunch of like almost like a star pattern, honestly. They end in a mess of disturbed sand. We have a cutscene. One of you disturb my cutscene and prolong this video. We are inspecting the sand. We stand our fullest again. Look up to this odd... Oh, shit, that's the wall of light that was stopped. It's like frozen light. That's so cool. It's super tall. I would say 3, 4...
Get back here!
Uh-oh. Alisaie jumps from as high as the tower top.
It can't be.
But falls fine. Gets out her red magey stuff. Dashes forward, does her 3 red mage attacks. And this, like, I think they're called the Sin Spawn, is dead. Impressive, I'll say. You almost lost that one as the other option. Just joke with her, but...
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner.
It was only like a day or 2 for me. I didn't even know where to go to find you. She turns finally. She's got red skirt, red kind of dress.
How are you?
The same-ish white, like, kind of shoulder coat that doesn't go down past her, like, the bottom of her ribs on either side. Smiles when she sees us. A tad taller, I think. I don't know. It's been a year, so if she was still in her growing phase of puberty or whatever, she would be taller.
We've fought them to a standstill, then.
So the cutscene has flashed to us kind of walking amongst some tombs and tombstones. Graves basically made of stone in the tombstones, and I guess we were discussing like what happened well after she left, after she was taken.
The excerpt did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least.
I'm so excited to see Thancred. Because if he's a gunbreaker now, that's badass. I really want to do gunbreaker, honestly, but I already have a character that...
When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be...
I don't play.
I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them.
But that is the tank option I chose for that character, which I think is also a Mikote. I can't remember. I think so.
But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision.
I think she was ninja. Yeah, she was ninja first, and then I changed that to dancer for the most part. And then her tank became gunbreaker, and her healing... I think her healing is white mage, but I don't remember. So this character...
He may use 10 words where 1 would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal.
So I haven't actually tanked.
But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims.
In dungeons at all.
Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters. That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood.
There are buildings just stationary forevermore, like at odd angles, caught in this wave that was frozen. And the buildings just stick out like building-shaped spikes. Tower.
100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam.
And you would think, because these buildings, the towers even, were designed to be upright, so the supports, over time, from gravity, like, these buildings should have broken in half, I would think, from the supports not being able, like, designed to...
A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations.
The Sin Eaters? Is my guess.
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood. Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities.
Okay, I may be an idiot, quite possibly, but I am just now, stupidly probably, realizing that the Warriors of Darkness was because the light was their enemy. Huh. Okay. Okay. My bad, idiot.
They are creatures of base instinct that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason, which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eaters' victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Alright, Alisaie. Thank you for that information. I like that. It's just a matter of time. More for some, less for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. Oh, that's what they're afflicted by. Oh, fuck. Okay. I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. And to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here to the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters, which is knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Following in her footprints is complete. 71 Paladin. Alright. This video is going to be sponsored, quote-unquote, by the Redragon Wired Gaming Mouse with light color options. Blue light is horrible for sleep. So I'm glad that this mouse has multiple color options, including like a kaleidoscope if you want just kind of to sort through colors. Oh gosh dang it, I got aggro. No way I'm gonna let this stupid lizard beat me. There's a sandworm out here too. Oops. Well, didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Oh shit, fireball. Oh, just like the lizards in Final Fantasy XI. I love it. That's cool. They have tail whip and some kind of headbutt as well. Okay. Anyway, let's get to a safer spot then, because, you know. So, this mouse is awesome. It has the 2 thumb buttons, most of which I only make use of one that's closer to my palm. But you can make use of the other one as well, you know, keybind it. It has a no color option, which I've been using lately. But there is a red option where it's like not a flashing red, it's just a solid red, and red light is okay. It's great. It's okay for sleeping. Doesn't disturb that. Mouse wheel, obviously, no buttons that I can tell on the right side or anywhere else except for those thumb buttons. But the mouse wheel also has a button, a middle mouse button. If you need a mouse and you happen to use this link, it's a great mouse. I've had zero problems with it. I actually like it a lot. Ergonomically, it fits my hand great. Probably fits most hands great. If you buy it with a link, I get a cut. I'll see you next time.